Hey everyone, so this is a special video. Finally, I can say it. I have worked on the new Home Alone movie on Disney Plus, Home Sweet Home Alone. So yep, I've worked on this movie last year in 2020. Basically, the production started filming at the beginning of 2020, before the pandemic was even a thing, and yeah, it got shut down, of course, because of COVID. Started working on Home Sweet Home Alone in mid-September. They were restarting to shoot. They only had like studio days left. They completed all of their location shoots, and I contacted them asking them, hey, if you're looking for someone, I'm available to work. And they accepted my offer and hired me to work full-time on this production. It was my first full-time production that I was working in, and it was really like a cool experience and a unique one with the pandemic, because when we went back to working on movie sets, COVID guidelines were really strict, and it was also Disney, so they were really strict. I had to like complete online classes. Well, it wasn't really a class, but I had to like do some online training with the pandemic and what to do on movie sets with the pandemic. Like, it was something crazy, and like in production still going on right now. I had to get tested like once a week since I wasn't on the set, but people that were working on the set had to get tested 3 times a week. And it was really like a stressful time, and I got like anxiety because of the pandemic, not because of what my job was, but of the circumstances and what was happening. So production almost got shut down again because of COVID. People I'm not gonna name or rumored to like get sick or test positive, so we almost had to shut down the production, but thankfully we didn't have to. It was fine. People in the crew got tested positive for COVID, so we had to hire new people for like 2 weeks, and then they came back. It was really like a stressful time when that happened, but other than that, a unique experience. Every time you would enter somewhere, you had to wash your hands, but it was with disinfecting products, and I had to constantly wash my hands so many times that my hands, specifically my knuckles, were dry. Like, my hands were really dry, so fucking dry that my knuckles were bleeding. I was bleeding. My hands were bleeding because of how much I was cleaning them with these products that have so much alcohol in it and that disinfect your hands. I had to buy like a Vino cream, like extra dry skin of Vino cream, to really like remove all of this. It was hurting, and when you would put like this product again on your hands for disinfecting them with all of the scars, it would fucking burn. It was burning my hands, and it was painful. So when it was to the point that they were dry and bleeding, I decided I'm going to try to wash my hands with soap and water as the most time I could. But enough of that. My job was disinfecting and cleaning the catering at the studio we were filming at. So I would work like 9 hours a day from Monday to Friday, and sometimes from Monday to Saturday. So it was one of the most stable jobs that I had in a production, and like I said, still it's a unique experience with the pandemic. But I had like, I don't know if I have a video still, but I had to use like a gun with some disinfecting products to disinfect like all of the tables, the chairs for where people were eating. I had to clean them up, and it was rolling lunch, which means not everyone goes to eat at the same time, and you only had 30 minutes to eat. So during that 3 to 4 hours of rolling lunch, I had to disinfect and clean every table non-stop, empty the garbage cans, and put the trash in the containers. I would go outside, like I would have to go downstairs, go outside, put them in the container, and then get back in the studio, but I had to follow the arrows with the COVID guidelines, so it was really like a long process, and it was a lot of work for 9 hours. Like, for people, 9 hours of work is a lot, but working in the movie industry, 9 hours is like not a lot. But I did a lot of things in 9 hours every day. That was my job, and I met some of the actors, well, the main actors on this production: Ellie Kemper, Rob Delaney, and Archie Yates. Rob Delaney I didn't really have an interaction with, Ellie Kemper either, but I saw Ellie Kemper more than Rob Delaney, and every time the actors would get in the set, everyone had to move back like 6 feet. There was like a PA, like I was a PA too working there, but there was a PA or someone else, I think an AD, I'm not sure, with the actors, and every time they would get in the studio, they were yelling, "Everyone move back 6 feet, move back 6 feet." It was like if the fucking Queen showed up. Like, that's how fucking strict Disney were with the COVID restrictions. But with all of these restrictions, we got the movie done. I had more interactions with Archie Yates. He would come with his family, eat at the catering, and I only had like one interaction. Like, I was getting a trash bag out of the trash can, and he was coming to put his leftovers in the trash, so I was about to close the bag, but I opened it back up for him, and he said, "Oh, thank you," and that's it. So my job wasn't really that complicated, and in my opinion was easy but demanding. And because of that work, that job, that had a lot of patience. You had to have a lot of patience with this, and people were not respecting the COVID guidelines. So like, I had to like contact productions, contact my superiors, like, "Hey, people are not respecting the guidelines, they're not respecting the restrictions," because I was considered like a COVID agent. But now in productions that I'm doing right now, there is a specific department for COVID. There was one in Home Alone with the testing only, but now they're on sets, making sure everyone's wearing their mask, washing their hands, being in distance from everyone else. But I had like to do their job back then last year. I worked 2 months maybe. I got my first production gift from in my career, and it's a Yeti cup, or it's not a mug, but it's a Yeti thermos cup, custom made. Finally can show it publicly. It says Home Alone ... because when we were filming the movie, it was untitled. It was called Untitled Home Alone. So as you can see, there's the house from the movie, and that's when the movie didn't have a specific title to it. And also, I might show some pictures of when I was working there. I had, at one point I had access to the set by myself, and I took some pictures, so I don't know if they're on screen right now, but yeah, that's a pretty cool production gift. I'm using it a lot. It's a functional gift, and it's good for, and I'm using it to do something like drinking coffee, water, like it's a useful gift. So thank you, Disney, for this production gift. And also, I found one of the props from the movie while working there. It's, as you can see, it's a Lego, but not just any Lego. Yes, it looks horrible now, but when I got it, it was way cleaner. It's a fake Lego. It's a rubbery Lego. As you can see, it can fold. I can I can just do all of this. Look, it's dirty. My cats were playing with it recently because I found it. But look, you can bend it and everything. It's not a real Lego. Not a real Lego. So it's a cool like prop that I managed to find when I worked there. I just picked it up and kept it with me. So pretty cool. So got these two things to remember my time working there. I watched the movie last night. It finally came out. I didn't think I would watch this movie because I was supposed to work yesterday, but I will not go into full details about the production I'm working on right now and what's going on, but it's not looking good. And yeah, I was supposed to work and didn't work. But it has nothing to do with how I'm working. It's really like like something big and bad happened with the production I'm working on right now, and I can't really say much about it. But anyways, let's move on from this subject and go back to Home Alone. So I watched Home Sweet Home Alone, and it's a bad movie, I have to say it. It's a movie I finished and was like, really? Was it really necessary to make a movie? Another Home Alone movie? It's 1 hour and a half. It's like an hour and 35 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes. Like, it's really a short movie. And it's just, it doesn't even look like a Home Alone movie. Like, Macaulay Culkin, I thought he had a cameo in the movie and I was working there, but turns out he didn't. It was Buzz McCallister, the actor playing Buzz McCallister, who had a cameo in the movie. Well, a character, not a cameo. And it's just, they only took the actor and the character back from the original to have like this nostalgia factor, and they just put the old music from the first two Home Alones back into this new one. And it's just, Home Alone, you're supposed to love the main character, Kevin McCallister, the young kid, the young boy. But Max, played by Archie Yates, no issues with the actors, but the character is just unlikable. I did not like this character. He wasn't even the main character. Like, it's not even the character you see the most on screen. But from the marketing team, fucking trailers, he's like the poster boy of the movie. But he's not the character that we see the most in this movie. Yeah, we see him a lot, but Rob Delaney and Ellie Kemper are more in this movie than Archie Yates. And there's not really a villain in this movie. Like, you have more empathy for the villains, Ellie Kemper and Rob Delaney, their characters. Like, you have more empathy for their characters than fucking Max. Ellie Kemper and Rob Delaney stole the movie. It's still not a good movie. It's a bad movie, but they stole the show. They were the best part of the movie, in my opinion. And, what else can I say? Critics hate this movie. My friends hate this movie. But hey, my name's in the credits though. So, yeah, second production that my name is in the credits, which is pretty cool. A lot of people congratulated me on it. Like, in my opinion, my job wasn't really that important to what they filmed, but it was still important in some way. But thank you for congratulating me on just having my name in the credits of like a popular movie, Home Alone. Like, it's still, like, even though it's not, probably not gonna be great in ratings and in box office on Disney Plus, it's still a big franchise no matter what. And I want to thank people for messaging me and congratulating me. But anyways, you realize at the end of the movie, all of this that happened was just a big misunderstanding, and that if communication was better by the characters, this movie would be like 10 minutes. So it's just a useless movie. Like, thank you for coming to Montreal though and giving me a job and paying me to work on it, but it's still not a fucking necessary movie to make. Like, I don't know why you had to make a Home Alone movie, and the booby traps, I don't know, in my opinion, were just like not that great, like compared to the original. Like the originals are gonna be better always, but like I don't know, like normally the booby trap scenes in the first two or even the first three Home Alone movies are like 30 to 40 minutes, not an hour, but like it's 45 minutes or something like that. But in this recent one, the booby traps is like 20 to 25 minutes, and it's just really like I was just disappointed by it, and unnecessary movie to make. But thank you for paying me, thank you. But I give Home Sweet Home Alone a 4 out of 10. You can watch it on Disney Plus if you want with family. I'm probably never gonna watch that movie ever again, but hey, names in the credits, which is pretty cool. And I think I am going to end this video, so thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on my social medias that will be in the description down below, and you can turn on the bell for notifications when I post. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.